Hello, this is Dief Man, and welcome to episode 26 of Dief's Vlog. Just a quick reminder to everyone, this is the absolute last chance to get your comments, questions, and suggestions in for the mailbag for April. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, email them to djphoenix@live.ca. That's djphoenix@live.ca. Or if you're on Facebook, leave your questions, comments, or suggestions on my Facebook group. Dief Man's videos are the bomb, and they don't suck that much either. That's Dief Man's YouTube videos are the bomb, and they don't suck that much either. So if you get your questions in within the next couple of days, they will be included in next week's entry of the mailbag. So on to this week's entry. On Tuesday, I decided to see a movie. The movie in question is the new WWE Films release, 12 Rounds, starring John Cena. And quite frankly, in my opinion, WWE Films lead the movies to big time production studios, because this movie, S to the U to the C to the K, it sucked badly. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in the theaters since I saw Open Water. That movie was pretty bad in my opinion too. But basically what happens is, in 12 Rounds, the movie starts off, FBI is doing a stakeout for arms dealer slash terrorist who's roaming the streets of New Orleans, and they're trying to arrange a deal so they can capture him. And basically, the deal falls through. In the process, this is where we meet the main protagonist. It's a guy named Danny Fisher, who's a cop in the New Orleans Police Department. And basically, they give chase, and it leads to the penultimate moment for the first act, where Danny Fisher and his partner pull over this arms dealer by the name of Miles Jackson, and they're about to run to make an escape, Miles and his girlfriend. Unfortunately, the girlfriend decides to run right into the path of a speeding truck. And Miles is not too pleased with it and decides, okay, I remember you. This ain't over yet. When I get out of prison, we're going to have at it. So what happens, the movie shifts to 1 year later. Danny's selling some home repairs with a plumber, and his girlfriend Molly, who has to go to work. So what happens is Danny gets a call on his cell phone. Guess who? It's Miles. Miles has broken out of prison after 1 year, and is now going to go mano a mano with Danny Fisher. And it sets up a whole, the whole premise of the movie, Danny versus Miles, and the process of, at the beginning of the process, Danny loses his house, and Molly gets kidnapped. So the whole premise of the movie is Danny trying to get Molly back, while Miles is getting Danny to do all these sorts of crazy challenges for him, and as it progresses, it hopefully gets Molly back with Danny, but Miles is continuing playing the game with him. So there is this is a really bad movie for an action movie, and they throw on every bad cliche here. There's 7 explosions, 8 explosions, 7 deaths, and tons of vehicle destruction. Cars, motorcycles, and all traffic getting totaled with all these runaway vehicles. There's a fire engine that gets stolen so they could defuse a bomb in one scene. There's a runaway streetcar with brakes getting blown out, and they have to cut the power, which results in another explosion. And overall, it is supreme cheese. And it gets so bad, there's even a major plot hole late in the movie where it's so deep, this plot hole, you can pretty much rip out the suspension of an 18-wheeler. It's that bad. But basically, this is a really crappy movie, and quite frankly, I'm just thankful I saw it on $5 Tuesday because there's no way in hell I was going to pay $10 or more to see this pretty much drivel. And I can't understand why they're trying to push John Cena as the next big action hero. I'm like, granted, he's got some charisma, but quite frankly, there's one thing I gotta say about this movie, and that's SUCK. So basically, it's an overall bad movie. I'm like, seriously, and the plot hole in general, I'm like, there's certain things that Miles gets Danny to do, and it eventually leads to this big ass heist of a U.S. Mint Treasury reserve in New Orleans that we don't even knew existed until just before the heist goes off. And I'm going, okay, there's a mint, and you didn't find out about this until this main part of the movie. I'm going what is wrong with the writers of this crap? And I knew the Marine was bad, and I had a feeling this was going to be 12 rounds was going to be bad going into it, but I didn't realize this was really a horrible movie. All I can say is, Vince McMahon, I know you're behind WWE Films, and you want to give your entertainers, as you now call your wrestlers, more public exposure, but quite frankly, lay off the movies because it really, really sucks. And your movies are crap, and just stick to wrestling, plain and simple. Just leave it to the wrestling, and you'll be fine. But that's pretty much my summation of this pile of camel dung. I know I would normally give spoilers for this and do it more involved, but quite frankly, this movie was so bad, it doesn't even deserve a credible review. So basically, that's my summation of episode of 12 rounds. Thank you for watching episode 26. Episode 27 to come next week. Thanks for watching.